All right, we stepped away from master books for a year or so, but really wanting to come back home. My older two, 7th and 4th grade, need a little help with spelling. My oldest does not do well with rule-based spelling. I thought of printing off and using the word shapes for all the levels, or just getting back to some basics. Any other tips or tricks? So yeah, Cassie, in the back of all of our language lessons books, we have those teacher tips and teacher aids, to where there's going to be a blank page for listing all your spelling words. There's going to be like a master list of all of the spelling words for each section. There's also suggested game ideas of things that you can do, and I'll point that out and show that again in a minute. But Missy says there are a lot of great ideas for spelling in the app too, if just do a search for spelling using the search bar. Thank you, Missy, for that. Okay, so for me, some things that I like to do for spelling, which through the years that I've done for spelling, is like typically day one for me, we always would just introduce the words. Like Monday of the week, we would introduce the words. I would have them write them all down, spell them correctly, all of that, write them multiple times if we needed to, just to get an introduction to the word. We would discuss all the words, discuss their meanings, all of that, just to get it into our minds. I like from the back of the language lessons textbooks that we have that blank spelling sheet. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so in the back of all of our language, we have like this blank spelling list sheet. This is what I like. So on day one, I'm going to use this blank sheet, and I just make multiple copies of this in the beginning of the year so that we have it available to us. And day one of introducing the spelling words, we use this blank sheet. We write down all of the spelling words. And of course, you could just use a piece of paper too. You don't have to use this, but we do have it back here already. Then we have, I'll show you too, like we have the master list. So they can have that master list. You can, go over to the right, but you check off what they've written, have the little box, check it off for them, that type of thing. But use the master list, use the blank list of words day one. Okay, I'm seeing that we're talking about Cassie says she's using Practice Makes Polish 2 as spelling curriculum for a 4th grader. It starts out easy but progresses to longer words. Then I plan to keep moving them up as the new levels are released. It's been a great fit. So yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, Jessica, because we do have Practice Makes Polish available now in that level 2, and we are building up to those other levels. So that's a great way to use Practice Makes Polished. Okay, so day one, introduce the words. Then day two, I prefer to have mine like write a sentence using the words. So you know what all your spelling words are. Now day two, let's write a sentence using those spelling words. And obviously with your little ones, they may not be able to necessarily write a sentence, but you could have them give you a sentence. Just tell it to you using the spelling words. And you could do that really with any age group if you just don't want to have that battle of writing them all down with the sentence. Day three, I like to play a game. So, and then again, we talked about that routine and just having a routine for your school year. Doing that is something that was good. My kids knew Monday we're going to write the words. Tuesday we're going to write a sentence with them or give a sentence. Wednesday we're going to play a game. Back of the language lessons, we have several game suggestions for the different levels of students of what would be appropriate for games for them. Try out some of those games just to reinforce that. Then day four, I like to do another review game, have them write their words again and try to write them from memory, kind of like a little pre-quiz where I would call the word out. Let's write them down, write them all from memory, see what you've retained for the week so far. And then on day five, we do that official worksheet that's included in language lessons or have a quiz. So we just kind of gotten a routine of that to every day we are reinforcing spelling. But please do take advantage of the things in the back of all of the books that are listed too. So that one was level 4, that first I showed you. But even in the upper level, so I'm going to pull out level 7. Even in these upper levels, we're going to have that same thing. You're going to have a page with your spelling, a page to write spelling words, and then we're going to have that master list of all the spelling words. So even in the upper levels, then there's also game suggestions for the spelling words too in the upper levels. So that different things to help you with that.